damaged and on the run. Yet despite the artifacts we've recovered and the upgrades we've made to the Kapisi, we are still no match for her speed. Having relocated to a wide debris field deep within the Baladin Dune Sea, the Ashoka appears to be conducting much-needed resource operations. The Sakala will maneuver to the north and draw the Ashoka away. The Kapisi will then strike directly at the enemy resourcing operations. Once we have wiped out their ground forces, we'll move to eliminate the Ashoka, clearing a path to the site of the primary anomaly.
We're about midway through the campaign, I believe.
The Sidim have transferred us 2 bombers to assist in the operation.
Nice, nice.
All units, prepare for battle.
I do like having air forces. It just makes it a lot easy, makes everything a lot easier.
This is the Sakala. We are in position and ready to engage. Understood. Moving to attack now. Good luck.
We have reached the vicinity of the Ashoka's resourcing operations. Gaussian production cruisers marked at these positions, likely supporting salvage crews. A security patrol is moving between the 3 cruiser locations. Destroy all production cruisers and eliminate that patrol.
Strike confirmed.
Control Group 1 designated.
Speaking of Dune, I can't wait for the film to come out this year. Or next year, I suppose.
Let's move. Systems online. Board is green.
It seems more and more so that Dune 2020 will be Dune 2021.
Strike responding.
Due to, I think, obvious reasons.
Carrier.
I think it'll be a good movie. The casting, I do like a lot, actually.
On our way. All systems green.
While I don't like Timothy Clement as a person. I think I just don't like him. Just his face annoys me, frankly. I do think he'll be a good Paul. Well, I think he's a bit tall to play Paul. He has that kind of like that face that I imagine Paul having. Kind of a more like sickly kind of look, at least in the younger years. Because the Atreides are described as being quite small or underdeveloped in their youths. So I think Clement has kind of like that like, I don't know, he has like kind of gaunt look that I don't like. Usually, I think works for Paul. At least young Paul. Older Paul might have a bit more of an issue with that.
Enemy production cruiser alert. Gaussian combat patrol responding to our attack.
Yes.
Target confirmed. Launch bomb.
Bomber on deck. Set to launch. Ready. Copy. We're clear to engage.
Did I lose Strike Fighters?
Green light confirmed. Engines on.
First Gaussian cruiser destroyed.
Ooh.
Alert.
Okay, that was some friendly fire.
Can you confirm?
Stand by, Kapisi. Confirmed.
That was
Two groups of Gaussian combat units have broken away from the main patrol force and are strengthening defensive positions around the remaining production cruisers.
I would dare say that is friendly fire.
Actively fabricating new units. Stand by for enemy contact.
Clear to move.
Unidentified hostile incoming. Authenticate.
I didn't realize bombers and Strike Fighters in this game could friendly fire.
We're cleared to move. Let's go.
Oh, let's talk about Dune. Dune's a great book. I think everyone really should read Dune. The later ones get kind of weird, for sure.
Green light to proceed. Move.
This in like thematically they get kind of weird.
Destination set. Move us out.
But Dune and Dune Messiah
Hostile light attack vehicle.
are just fun books.
Authentication pending. Copy.
Although they do deal with philosophy quite a bit. You do kind of get into Frank Herbert's philosophy about lots of things.
Light attack
So if that's uncomfortable to you, you might want to not consider not reading those, or you might not even like them more so. Of course, I think the philosophy really adds to any piece of sci-fi. I think it lends itself well to philosophy, the genre of sci-fi, more than it's explored, I think, in media or in popular fiction.
Reading, yes. Alert. New class of Gaussian unit detected. It appears to be a modification of the Star Hall heavy railgun.
Strike fighter.
It is faster and has a higher rate of fire, but a shorter range.
Ready to burn.
I mean, it's kind of an irrelevant distinction
Hostile armor incoming.
in terms of the campaign.
Hostile strike craft down.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Like, as the player of the RTS campaign, like, you don't make distinctions of like, oh, it's a bit faster than the traditional, right?
Enemy armor.
Like, things which are trade-off don't really affect the player, if that makes sense. Whereas if it was like, it's like the regular unit, but they also have more range and more fire, or the same range but they have more firepower and more rate of fire,
On the horizon.
that would be a more relevant
Reading.
distinction to the player, right? Because as the player, like, I don't care that it has shorter range, right?
Full speed.
Because it has the same engagement profile as regular
Ready. Gun on. Steady. Enemy salvager destroyed.
as a regular railgun.
Receiving. Contact.
So like the trade-off doesn't really affect the player, if that makes sense. If it was like a PvP kind of thing, right? Or if we're playing if we're playing 1v1s of Dune, or of not Dune, of Homeworld,
Runner copies.
Enemy light attack vehicle marked.
that'd be more relevant because I could be like, oh, okay, so I have
Go for armor. Maneuver and engage.
a more broad
Green light.
profile to engage with, or we have a broader engagement profile. But I don't know, in terms of
Effective fire.
this, it's kind of relevant.
Strike craft destroyed.
That's kind of distinction you can make as a player of that faction. Like, if I play that faction, I could be like, okay, so I do prefer the higher DPS, but less range.
We have eyes on an artifact.
But it's not incredibly relevant
Position marked. Moving out.
outside of that,
Barrier taking fire.
with that context.
Target confirmed. Launch bomber.
Bomber on deck. Set to launch.
Although that is an odd engagement profile
Location confirmed.
Salvager ready.
for
Send message.
those units to have.
Identified target site on scanner. Conducting sweep. Salvager ready. Secure PDA for move.
I'm gonna try and get as many upgrades as I can. There are only 3 here, so it's not a hard bid.
Hostile detect. Visual unconfirmed. Ready.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the pipe. Enemy armor on approach. Be advised. Tracking hostiles. Reading. Hostile strike craft down.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Strike system. We've got a salvager under fire. To burn. Reading. Enemy armor disabled.
I think the salvagers fit the same bill as
Green line. Alert. Command carrier taking fire.
or have a similar profile to
We read you.
LAVs. Why is Rachel not returning to
Advance to mark CUs.
what?
Acknowledged. Just moving.
Oh, she gave it to the
Board screen. Reposition.
to support cruiser. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. I was like, why the fuck
Moving.
is she returning to
Systems ready.
that location? Makes more sense when you consider
Started.
the context there.
Ready. Armor moving out.
Oh, this is clear. Okay.
Salvage array ready. Set charges right there.
Let's get the artifacts then.
RU site exhausted.
Cruiser ready. Roger. Coordinates confirmed. Send orders.
More upgrades. the better.
Get started.
Systems online. Copy.
Let's get them away from the explosion,
Placing now.
Set charges right there. We read you.
preferably.
Energy signature confirmed. An
Nice.
artifact has been discovered.
Nice artifact. Let's go to Rachel Sidjet.
Reading you, command.
Ready. Armor confirms. Prep for displacement.
Artifact recovered. Authentication confirmed. RU deposit depleted.
Now let's just see how
Reading you. Science officer responding.
deadly dangerous this region is. Let's hope there's no
We're moving out. Spool up.
no hostiles. Okay, that's nice. Yeah.
CU field expended.
Hostile light attack vehicle visually authenticated. Op ready. Make ready.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack course set. We've got hostile on
Ready,
sensor.
go ahead.
Confirmed.
Nice. Yeah. No.
Armored craft on approach. Support cruiser under attack. Immediate fire support on that position. Armored vehicle is taking fire. Receiving.
Oh shit.
Coordinates confirmed.
That is quite a few troops.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Green line confirmed.
Let's just scramble the troops here, eh?
Attack on the production cruiser.
Why the fuck aren't they taking orders?
Alert. Light attack vehicle destroyed.
Shit, that's some lag.
Ready.
I cannot shoot commands through this lag.
Engage.
UPC gun.
Strike fighter approach vector
It's
dialed
literally not taking orders from me.
Dialed in. We're in the fight.
in. Reading you. Reading you.
Strike craft destroyed.
Runner copies.
Well, let's hope that my
Group 1 lost. Repeat. Group 1
aircraft have that, because I'm losing my
lost. Friendly.
ground craft.
Move out and be ready. Copy. On its
Armored
way.
vehicle has been destroyed. Salvager has been engaged.
Look, man, you gotta attack though.
Red alert. Carrier taking fire.
Engage.
Come on, wait, select the troop.
Bomber ready. Railgun target confirmed. Reading. Armored vehicle taking effective fire.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the fight. Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach.
VR.
Armored vehicle lost.
Okay, that was a bad fight. In fact,
Eliminate.
I think staying in this fight is the dumbest thing I've done in my life, maybe.
Hostile range craft destroyed.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Maybe among the dumbest things I've done in my life is staying in that fight, because that was completely unnecessary.
Hostile designated. Mark bearing. Ready for assignment. We've detected something.
However,
Confirm visual. Contact. Enemy
it
on
has
bearing
opened
ready.
up space
Cruiser reading.
for
What do you need? Go for Capiz.
more salvagers. That's good, right? I like more salvagers. Pog in chat if you like salvagers. Smiley face. That's why. I would never lose a fight or anything.
Online.
I would never lose a fight.
Systems ready.
I would never lose a fight.
Target is identified.
I would die
Reading you, command.
before I lose.
Maintenance personnel to stations.
Just when we were getting comfortable.
No, don't ask why I lost so many troops.
Go for carrier.
Definitely not relevant. Definitely not relevant. Don't question it. Don't question it. Don't question it. Don't question it. So I'm probably gonna build a core of the railguns, I think, to take against the production cruiser, because railguns are pretty good against cruisers. Although I do need to rebuild
Research completed.
quite a few other troops. But let's go for the railgun first. Oh, they don't need the RUs anymore. They used to need RUs, but that might have been an upgrade at some point that I got.
Proceed to rally point. Secure location marked.
Where they no longer need the RUs. CUs. RUs. Yep.
Railgun online.
Now I will say the fight against the Ashoka will be interesting to say the least.
Carrier copies. New heading. Just.
Railgun
Due
operational.
to several factors,
Ready.
let's say.
Control group 3 designated.
Clear to proceed. Send orders.
I have 6 here? Yeah, okay, that's good to know.
Salvager ready. Tracking armored craft on approach. Ready. Hostile light attack vehicle detected. Hostile detected. Visual unconfirmed. Engines on.
Bomber to launch deck.
Bomber online. Ready for launch. We have a target.
CUs
Go ahead.
exhausted.
Armored target sighted.
Well, good thing I have like 13 support cruisers here, right?
Fire. Reading. Contact. Counter. Moving to guard position.
Repair the critical systems first.
Can I out heal?
Has been destroyed.
No.
Go ahead.
I was hoping to out heal the alpha,
Deposit depleted.
but that did not come to fruition.
Go for range. Engage.
So why
Depleted.
isn't that troop dead yet?
Cruiser ready. Reading. Target set.
Man, that was a
Carrier here.
CUs exhausted.
disappointing accuracy rate, let's say.
Rally point set. Move
The hit rate there was quite not the best. Say.
Railgun reading it. Armor on the board.
I just kind of suck that he's high ground, so I'm gonna have to wait until I'm like on this dune to actually be able to get the drop on him. But
Railgun
he is
online.
now below
Hostile
me,
inbound. Designating hostile.
so
Site exhausted.
eventually they'll be able to attack.
Acknowledged. Let's roll out.
Okay,
Railgun
I
operational.
stand corrected. They are not able to attack.
Target
Just send
confirmed.
a
Launch bomber.
bomber out then.
Set to launch. Range.
Fleet group 3 assigned.
So I've heard.
Enemy armor on approach.
It's acquired something. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Reading.
Target confirmed. Launch bomber.
Copy.
Why aren't you engaging?
Up ready.
Yeah, there we go. Now he's engaging. Okay. That's
Go
wonderful.
ahead. Tracking target.
You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Definitely didn't want him to shoot them or anything.
Op ready. Support cruiser under attack.
Please, no,
Fire support on that
please
position.
circle them.
Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach. Strike systems online.
Let's have the Capisi, this hold position here. Have him
Listen up.
go to ground.
Armor disabled. Target on the board. Target set.
We might want
Carrier taking fire.
the other support cruisers just in place to,
Hostile strike craft down.
well, okay, another support cruiser, because I actually do want to resource a little bit here.
Advance to mark CUs. Reading. Attention. Active vehicles. Get her moving.
I think I'll probably be using
Railgun reading you. Charge full.
the Capisi to attack a lot. That's just my
Enemy production
prediction.
cruiser sighted. Engage and destroy.
So they only have the one missile cruiser.
Crew ready. Hold.
So if I can alpha that, right,
Hostile
I have
railgun.
free reign to use my
Strike fighter forward.
my Air Force.
Green light in first.
So I can use my Air Force.
Eliminate.
Please confirm
Armor
transmission.
online. Ready
Update
for launch.
received.
We've got a salvager under fire. Reporting.
Okay, yep, I knew that would happen.
Destroyed.
Am I going to lose that salvager? Potentially.
Attention. We've got hostile on sensor. Confirm visual.
Answer might surprise you.
Online.
It also might not. That's also an option.
This is the captain. Alert. Salvager lost. Support cruiser under attack. Immediate fire support.
I'm sure you can see how my salvagers tend to go. They usually end up dying a lot. Like I'll be a buck 50. I lose a lot of shit, dude. They have shark. Oh fuck, I'm fucked. Attack, please. Please do as I requested.
Sakala, say again. What is the Ashoka's vector? Sakala, do you read? Over. New target. We are well within range of their broadcast.
Capisi, do you agree? Well, no.
Systems ready.
Get a better mic, loser.
PDA active. Cruiser ready. Moving out. All systems green.
SMH, your mic sucks.
We have insufficient CUs.
Unidentified contact. Designated contact. Go ahead. Armor set. Lock and fire.
Oh, your mic sucks.
On the horizon. Waiting for eyes on to authenticate. Reading.
Well, stop running. Have some respect for your fellow man.
Move order confirmed.
And fight me head on.
Control Group 3 designated.
Make ready.
I can send out a
Support cruiser under attack. Immediate
group of
fire support on that
strike
enemy
fighters. Yep.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
To each locale.
line. Ready. Maintenance protocol. Hostile armor. Eliminate. Alert. The carrier in contact. Go for orders. Hostile light attack vehicle visually authenticated.
Yeah, so that's this game. You just death stack with
Target confirmed. Launch bomber.
Air Force and
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
your home ship, and you're good. You're good.
CUs exhausted.
You will never lose that strategy. I can tell you right now.
Hostile strike craft down.
It might be more slow going than other strategies, sure. But you know what? I don't care. Now, if you could shoot them, that'd be nice. I said if you could shoot them, that would be nice. Okay.
Go ahead.
Railgun enhancements online.
Thanks for the understanding.
Go for carrier. Position mark. Take us out.
CU field expended.
Ready.
Fleet Group 3 assigned. Awaiting orders. We're cleared to CU deposit depleted.
Guard position confirmed. Railgun copies. Armor online.
I have another cruiser I can use
Guard position
for that.
locked in. Salvager ready. Construction units identified.
CUs identified. Now, I could resource a bit more,
Construction resources
but I think
sought.
railgun
Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated.
plane
Hostiles designated.
or Air Force is a good strategy.
CU field depleted.
In fact, that is the American strategy.
Target confirmed. Launch bomber.
Bomber on deck. Set to launch.
Air Force and superior.
Carrier taking fire. Hostile light attack vehicle verified. Take it out. Channel B, secondary, maintains the business. The captain. Enemy armor disabled. Ready. Railgun ready.
Control Group 3 designated.
Ready. Send.
Let's deal with those guys real quick.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the
Do they have any...
attention.
Okay, well, good to know there's gonna attack.
Cruiser under attack. Immediate fire support on that position line. Ready to burn.
Weapon range systems currently active. Armor systems active.
Go for orders. Fire. Push it back. Go ahead.
CU deposit depleted.
Attention. Enemy railgun firing on friend.
Target confirmed. Launch bomber.
Copy that. Bomber on deck. Reading.
Final production cruiser group destroyed.
well, lost that support cruiser. Not quite what I wanted, but that's fine. There's the missile ship. I should have seen him.
Hostile armor, eliminate. Be advised. Hostile carrier visually authenticated.
He's gonna come in through the top corner.
Enemy carrier detected. Moving fast on our location.
So I have a pretty good strat. I'm just gonna walk my carrier at him.
All carrier personnel to battle stations.
The strat is I'm just gonna walk my shit just like at him.
Resource deposit and is at full combat strength. Prepare defenses.
Again, I don't like the camera angle things they do in this game. Supposed to look cinematic, but I just don't like it at all. Like one bit.
Reporting.
So Rachel, you're going to
Reading you.
guard the Ashoka, or guard the Kapisi.
Ready for command. Guard position.
Support cruisers are going to do similar. I have 2 support cruisers, I can get a third. I'm going to get my third up.
Going mobile. Hostile light attack vehicle visually authenticated. Ready. Enemy contacts on the
Let's just kill those real quick.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the pipe. Railgun reading you.
So the play is, I'm going to
Target. En route.
send boys.
Craft destroyed. Copy. Green line verified.
You didn't destroy shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Reading.
I stand corrected. They seem to disappeared. That's interesting. So I'm just gonna like try and like bowl over to their position.
A large group of Galcian units is inbound from the Ashoka.
Make ready.
They lack anti-air defenses. Recommend airstrikes.
Go for ranged. Get us underway.
They have Sunder now, so that's good. There is a over-reliance of this kind of era of RTS having abilities, right? Like every unit needs to have an ability. Is I think an obsession of like this age of RTS, like after StarCraft 2, you know. It is kind of nearing the midpoint of StarCraft 2's lifespan. Of course, it's still a very popular game, but you know, not what it used to be. Every unit needs like, every unit needs to have this ability that makes it fit the niche that much better. And I don't really think it's necessary in RTS, right? And sure, it can be cool.
Op ready. Go for armor.
I don't think it's something that should be overly emphasized in RTS design, because like a unit can just do a thing, right?
Hostile armor incoming. Hostile on
Like if you see like Brood War, right? A Zergling is a Zergling, right? They're fast. That's their thing,
Strike fighter coordinates dialed.
and they hit. You know, they don't need like this ability that like
Repair their critical systems first.
gives them X% faster attack rate for 2 minutes
Launch bomber.
if you spend like 20 energy, right? That's not
Armored vehicle is taking
Strike
fire.
fighter approach vector.
necessary, in my opinion, in RTS.
We're in the fight. Armored vehicle lost.
Sure, it can be nice
All hands.
to add more character to a unit,
Crew lost. Repeat. Group 2 lost. Strike system.
or help it fits niche better. This is a bad fucking idea, by the way. This is just an awful plan.
Gun under fire.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed.
I would say part of it is the AI,
Force set. Hostile
the fighter AI not doing quite what I want them to. But it is also my fault for just kind of walking in like that.
A large wave of Galcian aircraft have been detected incoming from the north.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, I don't care.
They will enter the combat zone here and are en route to the Ashoka. Deploy AA assets along the projected If allowed to rendezvous with the Ashoka, the air units would greatly increase her airstrike.
We have modified our anti-aircraft missile turret to be compatible with the assault unit chassis. This will provide us with a mobile anti-air platform.
I foresee that not being an issue.
It's effective against both ground and air targets. However, it can only fire while stationary.
Confirmed.
Upgrade fabrication facilities and begin producing missile batteries to counter them.
I don't think I'm going to need to do that.
7 minutes.
Like, in 7 minutes, there won't be an Ashoka, let's put it that way.
Hostile range craft destroyed.
And of course, he's going to fly into range of the AA squads for no reason whatsoever.
Make ready.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack course set. Op ready. Armored target locked in.
Do they have a shot?
Strike craft destroyed. The railgun is taking effective fire. Got eyes on hostile. Got eyes on hostile.
Come on. How do you not have eyes on him?
Ready. Punch it. Hostile armor eliminated.
You should have had a shot. I don't know why they didn't.
Go ahead.
Okay, time to walk into Kapisi.
Moving up.
Armor systems inoperative. Weapon systems offline. Weapon systems online. Coordinates dialed in.
Green line confirmed. Engine up.
Target confirmed. Launch bomber.
Tracking armored craft on approach.
Where are my support craft?
Ready.
They are not in the front line. That's nice. They should be.
Maintenance protocols in effect. Ready for orders. Target hostile strike craft down.
Oh, that's a lot of friendly fire.
Authentication pending. Readjust target. Kapisi copy.
There's a lot of that in this game.
Hostile fire. Crew ready. Alert. Alert. Carrier taking fire. Green line confirmed. Engine alert. Strike by
Enemy aircraft will enter the combat zone in approximately 5 minutes.
Yes, I don't see that being an issue right now.
Build and deploy AA turrets for missile batteries to intercept the Galcian aircraft.
For a number of reasons.
enemy armor disabled. We got a railgun under fire. Repair protocol.
Come on, repair.
Cruiser copy. Receiving. Alert. Railgun down. Attention.
I lost 2 more strike craft after that.
We have insufficient CUs.
Daring raid.
Ready for orders. Alert. Strike fighter destroyed. Reading.
Brave fighters lost a bomber as well. That's dumb.
Receiving. Tracking target.
And I know it's because they don't
Into escort formation.
dock up
New target. Turn fire.
right after
New heading set.
they leave.
The captain. Railgun reading. Target on the board. Target set. Ready. Set. Hostile designated. Reading. Alert. The Kapisi is in contact.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care very much.
Support ready.
Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated. Attention. Go for orders. Charge full. Red alert. Command carrier taking fire. Ready. Target
It's not red alert, I would say. It's maybe like
enemy
blue
contact.
alert, you know, amber alert maybe. Got some missing girls, but it's all good,
Ready.
really, if you think about it.
Clear to engage. This is the captain.
Yeah, of things I think the devs didn't expect to happen, this is definitely one of them. Like, the cutscene doesn't really handle the fact that my cruiser's right, my,
Multiple units disabled.
Estimate time to recovery.
Several minutes.
Until then, they're defenseless.
yeah, but I also can't really attack them because I have most of my
Heading for more resources.
guys are stunned.
Deploying additional defensive units. Initiate evasive maneuvers and continue to engage the Ashoka until the EMP disabled
Oh.
units come back online. Ready.
That was very brief, I must admit.
3 minutes.
Firing on friend.
Charge and fire. Build and deploy AA turrets for missile batteries to intercept the Galcian aircraft.
I think we know why I don't need to do that.
Taking fire.
Intel. EMP energy signature detected. They are recharging the weapon.
Yeah, okay, they're dead.
The EMP approaches firing readiness.
What?
Turn fire.
Okay, they seem to wait out the dialogue.
There can be no peace on Kharak. so long as your kithid pursue a path to the stars.
Oh, so it's kind of like a still suit that they're wearing. Just more and more parallels to Dune, you know? It's like a still suit. Although I guess the Fremen in Dune would have built the still suits into the carriers, so they don't need to wear them all the time.
Personal log, Science Officer Rachel Sajet, Expedition Carrier Capisi. Jacob, you're on to something, big brother. The tech the Galcian have recovered from these wrecks, the tech we have found ourselves, is rewriting the book on science and engineering as we know it. Already we're seeing the benefits. You can imagine how excited I am. I only wish we were here to share in this. If we survive long enough to get to the Cheraki object, there's no telling what we'll find. If... I hate that word.